Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa was good. It's been a little over a week since I've seen you. I did a little vacationing in Texas, like I mentioned, and that went well, but I am back. I'm gonna actually take my shirt off like I usually do, because I don't want to get soap all over my shirt. So, enjoy the view as you usually do. So, let's see what has happened in my shaving life. I picked up a couple of things today actually that Mr. Red Thursday probably knows about and Will from Berenstain Man also probably knows about. So, after a lot of back and forth about how much I didn't need a new brush and how stupid it was for Polly to buy one, but I did pick up the Vsod. And let me tell you, so I didn't really believe Red completely. I was like, there's no way it's as good as he makes it out to be. There's no way it's as soft as he says it is. But dude, this is probably the softest brush I've ever touched. It's almost when you first put your hand on it, you almost don't even feel it. Like it's pretty amazing. They did a great job with this brush, from what I can tell already. I also was looking for an aftershave balm, but I didn't want to have to buy it online and wait for shipping. So when I was at the Vsod store, I also picked up this, which was on sale. I don't know if you can read it. I'm not sure if this is better, but it smells really, really lovely. So we will see how that works. I usually use witch hazel and all that, but I'm just gonna use the alum block and see how really good it makes my skin feel. I also have, I think, about 3 or 4 days of growth here. So I'm gonna use the weed whacker, the R41, to destroy all of this hair on my face. And I know the last time that I shaved, I also used this soap, but I'm going to use it once again. During this week, I only took 2 soaps with me. I took the Berenstain Man Cheshire, and I also took the Bergamot that Katie's Bubbles makes. But I ended up only really using the Cheshire because that soap is so nice. It really goes with everything, and it makes your morning just a little bit better. So let's see what happens here. I'm used to having to soak the brush, but I really don't think I have to do that. So I'm just going to wet it a bit. You really don't know what to expect as far as how much water it's going to hold and all of that. I think it's really cool when you get it wet. I did pick up a very tiny Mulet synthetic brush. It's like half this size. I have it in my bag. I could bring it up, but I'm not gonna. And that's a really good brush, actually. I really like it a lot. And it only was like $17 or something. I think I picked it up. So let's get this loaded up here. See what happens. I don't know. I'm used to bowl lathering, but I know that Mr. Thursday, or Reverend Mr. Thursday, just face lathers with it. So I guess I'm going to do that as well. Let me get my face moisturized here. And let's do a little more loading. Add a little more water here. All right, let's see what happens here. That is really soft. I'll give you that. It is very, very soft. I lost a hair, but I think you should expect that from any brush on the first couple of uses here. This could stand a little more water, I think. It doesn't have the backbone that I'm used to, but it's much more like a very soft paintbrush than one of the Badgers that I've used, or even that other synthetic. The other synthetic that I have has much more backbone than this, but man, this is great. Good lather. You didn't really take any effort, really. All right. So in this R41, oh shit, I got it on my camera. Look at that. What a mess. I have a feather blade in here, and yeah, I'm not sure. I think this may only be the second shave on it, so. Man, that's quite a bit to take off. So I noticed in my other videos that I am not a very organized shaver. A lot of people that I've watched usually, they go through one section, they clear the whole thing, and they go to the next, they clear the whole thing, and I seem to be jumping around a lot, and I'm gonna stop doing that, or I'm gonna try to stop doing that because it looks unorganized. Okay, let me fill up this thing so you don't have to deal with this. I also, this week, for a Christmas present to myself, I did order a above the tie an above the tie slant, and so hopefully that'll be coming in the mail this week. I ordered it on, I believe, Christmas Eve. And I think that because of the holidays and everything, that the guy who mails them is probably chilling, because I haven't received anything, an email confirmation or anything. I did get one from PayPal, but I didn't get one about shipping yet. But I mean, I'm not upset or anything. It's the holidays. I didn't really expect him to ship it out immediately, but I'm very excited about that. All right, let's load up for a second pass here. Yeah, a little bit of water again here. The nice thing is when you press down, it really the fibers do, as you can see, they do spread quite a bit, which allows you to cover a big area without having to go over it a whole bunch of times. All right, add a little more water there. Make sure there's a good amount of slickness. All right, let's do an across. Let's go ear to nose here. So I know what you're all wondering. Hey, you said you went on vacation. How the fuck was it? Let's see. It was fantastic, actually. The whole point of the vacation really was to see family that I only see during large family gatherings, and I never really go down there on my own because I've been so busy lately. So I just got back last night. Got back into Logan Airport about 11 o'clock or so. So I was there for just under a week. And I had a really good time, actually. I don't know how many of you are from the Houston area, but while I was there, I did see a couple of your fine beer brewing facilities with names like Karbach and St. Arnold's Brewery. Both tours were great. Sorry, can't get into that little nook that I usually can get into pretty easy. All right. So yeah, I went to Karbach and I went to St. Arnold's Brewery. I did those on Friday and Saturday before my flight left Saturday. And I think this week I drank more beer in 1 week than I have drank in 6 months at home, which is not something that I'm complaining about whatsoever. My uncle does brew his own beer, so he had quite a stash for us to go through, and we drank about half of it, which is nice. Let me just see where I'm at with my face here. I'm gonna empty the sink. Bear with me. So I think I could probably go with maybe one more pass against the grain on my face here. I wasn't going to, because usually this razor doesn't need a third pass, but I think just because of how much growth I really had here, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh yeah, I did miss the mustache quite a bit. I'm losing more hair than I would expect to on here, but that's all right. I've lost, I don't know, 5 or so, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. All right, if we're gonna finish off with this, look at that. Look at how much lather that thing was holding. That is the most lather I think I've ever had on my face in one time. So I think the cushion will be good. All right, let's go against the grain here. What was really cool is, for any of you who watch Uncle W's videos, my father and I watched one together. One of the first nights when I was there, and it was one of those interesting bonding moments between, so my father and I, we get along all right, but we've never really bonded over too much, just because when I was a kid, he was working a lot, and a lot of things have happened this year, and he's not living as close to me as he was before, which is one of the reasons I went to Texas. And I'm trying to get him into wet shaving as well, because I know he's been using one of those cartridge razors for years, and like any good son, I'm trying to wean him off. So watching that video with him was really cool. He seemed to like him a lot. He said his personality was fun. Actually, that's good. Although he couldn't understand why watching a man shave his face in the bathroom would be considered entertaining, but whatever. He didn't seem to be complaining. He seemed to enjoy it. Well, that's better. Maybe a little missed spot there. That's better. All right. Man, I love this razor, and I'm really excited. I never really tried a slant before, but I had a little extra Christmas money. Sorry for continuously using this thing here. I had a little extra Christmas money, and so I figured I would throw it at a cool razor, the one that I could not have to worry about upgrading for quite some time. And hopefully that against the tie will fit that bill. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the sink here real quick. Bear with me. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, I'm going to wash my face off. And I could probably use a little more work, but I'm not going to do it because it's going to irritate the shit out of it. And that is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I do get a little irritation here, but can't always be perfect. Let's do the alum block thing. Hopefully that'll take care of some of that irritation. Ready for the burn. Right there, yep. Right, well, that burn's gone now, which is nice. I like to leave it on there for about 30 seconds. I know this video is running a bit longer, but I figured because I had made one in a week, which isn't super long. I know it's not a very long time, but that I would sort of go through with all the new products that I got, all the things that I do, because some of you may find it interesting. All right, let me wash this off now and we'll move on to the aftershave balm. All right, let's dry it off. Okay. This is a great soap. I feel like I like the Cheshire a little more, but this is still a very good one. If you are thinking of purchasing it. I'm not sure if it's still up on the site or not. I don't check the site all the time that Will has, because if I did, I would be even more poor. Even poorer? Even poorer. That's English. Alright, so let's do this thing here. Take a little bit of this. That's probably too much, but I don't really know because I've never used it before. Actually, it's not too much. I did about an almond size amount. Does feel good on the skin for sure. That feels great. All right. Well, everyone, we have come to the end once again. Thank you for joining me in the Man Tits bathroom. And you all have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Man Tits signing off.